welcome you to the Gene Policini Center on the campus of the Rochester Institute of Technology, where once again tonight, Tiger hockey takes center stage. It is back to conference play the rest of the way for Captain Tyler Mahan and the Tigers, as only 14 regular season games remain, and they are all AHA for the Tigers. Tonight, Robert Morris in town. The Tigers swept a two-game series with the Colonials back in early November. Good evening and welcome to RIT Hockey Pregame Live here on the RIT Sports Network. Well, last Saturday night was a big night for the Tigers as RIT knocked off 8th-ranked Penn State behind a 44-save performance from sophomore goaltender Jakub Kurbacek, securing just the program's 4th victory all-time at the D1 level over a top 10 team. Last Sunday, the Tigers closed out their home-and-home series with the Nittany Lions down at State College, Pennsylvania. First period, after over 69 minutes of being held scoreless by Kurbacek, Penn State finally gets on the board as Aiden Fink beats Kuba with the wrister. 1-0 Nittany Lions. Tigers would answer right back, though. Ben Roger with a shot from the point that finds the back of the net. Roger's second of the season, tied us at 1. After one, second period, after an interference penalty on Roger, Penn State on the power play. Jackson Smith with the go-ahead goal right there. 2-1 Penn State back in front. Under 5 minutes to go, Nittany Lions, watch this, on the rush, so dangerous. J.J. Weebush to Charlie Serrato, who finishes with the backhander by Kuba. It was 3-1 Penn State after two. Tigers were down 4-1 in the third. Chipping away, though. Zach Weigel's shot here. It wouldn't go, but William Moore, right place, right time to put it back in for the rebound. His 4th of the season. Tigers back within 2. Late third, RIT shorthanded, trying to eat some clock up and burn off the penalty. Penn State, though, comes up with the puck, and they push it up the ice quickly. Charlie Crespo gets the shot and the goal. What a night for him. One of his 3 on the evening, as Penn State would add 2 empty netters to secure a 7-3 victory over RIT on Sunday. So the Tigers finished non-conference play with a 4-4-1 record, marking the 6th time in the last 7 seasons they've finished with at least a 500 record in out-of-conference play. Penn State won the special teams battle on Sunday, converting on 2 of their 5 power play chances, while RIT went 0 for 4. So tonight it is back to conference play, as I mentioned, as the Tigers open a series here with Robert Morris, a team that limps into town, having won just 4 of its 18 games so far this year. With more on tonight's matchup with the Colonials and the latest on the Tigers, RIT head coach Matt Thomas is with our John DiTullio. John.
All right, Kevin, thanks so much. All right, buddy. How would you assess last week's, you split with Penn State, but a lot of positives to come out of those 2 games?
Yeah, I think a lot of how we want to play in the second half, from the forecheck to the defensive play to the physicality to a lot of those elements. We made it really hard on Penn State, both games, and I think that's just something that we've got to build off of.
When you look at the confidence of your team, did they even gain more confidence going against one of the best teams in the country and going toe-to-toe, beating them here and going toe-to-toe with them Sunday?
Yeah, well, I think tonight will show us, but we should. We should have confidence on that. I think anytime you beat a team that's ranked, a team that's having a really good season and is as talented as Penn State, it should give you confidence. I know our guys had a good feeling, and despite the loss on Sunday, analytically, which I don't care about analytics, I care about the scoreboard, but analytically, we outplayed them in that game where they outplayed us in the win at home. So sometimes it goes that way, right? You can kind of do enough to create a win. We did enough on Saturday. We just didn't find a way to do it on Sunday.
So what's the approach, not only tonight, but second half of the season now, Matt? The grind begins, conference games the rest of the way. What's the message to your team starting tonight?
Well, every game's huge now, so we've got to treat every game like you're playing a ranked opponent. You have to take that approach that it's kind of do or die, that mentality. Like, we got to start having a little bit more urgency in how we show up and how we play our game. I think we've talked a lot about creating a really good defending team, a team that's tough to beat. I feel like we've accomplished that part. Now it's about getting our offense going and creating scoring chances in different areas and different ways that we need to. So we've got a lot to concentrate in the second half, but we're looking for consistency more than anything.
You beat them twice early in the year. Talking about Robert Morris. What do you see on tape, and what are some of the keys tonight for your team?
Well, they got some good speed for sure in their forward group. They don't go away. And I think you could say that to a lot of our opponents, right? Nobody's got any give up in them, right? So we know no matter what, it's going to be a 60-minute game and a 120-minute weekend for us. We've got to find a way to start well, and then keep that momentum going through. I thought we mismanaged momentum a lot on Sunday. So I think we've got to find a way to kind of grab that and take it into conference play. But this Robert Morris team, like us, they're scrappy, right? You give them an inch, they're going to take it. If you don't, they're going to still fight their way through, and we've got to be ready for that type of a battle.
Well, you're always intense, but a little extra edge tonight, buddy, or not?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think for me, last week it means nothing if you don't back it up and continue to get better. So for us, I'm a little bit concerned about just the mental letdown from playing a ranked opponent, a Penn State. There's a lot of hype around them this year, obviously. So for us, we've got to find a way to bring that same intensity every night. So that's the challenge. I'm hoping the guys follow my lead.
All right, good luck tonight. That is head coach Matt Thomas here at RIT. Kevin, let's send it back to you, buddy.
All right, Johnny, thank you so much. Well, after a 23-day layoff, Robert Morris got back on the ice last week for a home series against Sacred Heart. The Pioneers took game 1 of that series. How about game 2 last Saturday down in Moon Township, Pennsylvania? First period, Colonials trailing 1-0 off the turnover. RMU makes Sacred Heart pay. Connor Gurley scores his first of the season to tie us at 1. Sacred Heart quickly snatched the lead right back thanks to Vitaly Levy, though. Pioneers led 2-1 after 1. It would stay that way until the third. Liam Lesakowski, the blast finds its way through the traffic in front, and Sacred Heart completed the sweep of the Colonials last weekend by a final of 3-1. As we take a quick look at how things shape up in Atlantic hockey at the moment, defending champion Bentley on top by 3 points over Holy Cross, followed by RIT and Sacred Heart. Robert Morris enters the night in 7th place ahead of Niagara, Army, and Mercyhurst. With more on the Colonials now in his 21st season at the helmet, Robert Morris, head coach Derek Schooley is with our Gene Battaglia. Gino?
All right, thanks, Kevin. 21 years. Does it feel like 21 years for you?
No, it doesn't. Well, I've had a couple of years off in between. It keeps me young.
Well, now you have kids playing in college hockey, too. We just did 2 games back in November with Caitlin. What's that like now, just being a coach and also a dad?
Well, my daughter Taylor didn't do very well today against the Tiger women. She's at Delaware, and having Caitlin at Robert Morris as a junior. I got my son Brendan playing in the North American Hockey League. It's 4 games today for the Schooley family. It's fun to watch them play and watch them grow and watch them develop. But 12 Schooley family events against the Tigers this year, just 3 different teams.
I think you're probably tired of it, right? The outcomes here at this point?
Well, I mean, it is what it is, and Delaware's going to be better. They're getting their young team just starting up, and they're going to be really good down the road. Robert Morris is a good year. They've been going back and forth, and we had 2 really good games against the Tigers in Pittsburgh. So I hope it's the men's turn to turn things around.
Yeah, tell me about those 2 games because it's 2 goals late. One in the 18th minute of the third, also coming at 16th minute in the third. You guys were really in both of those games.
Well, I wasn't in it. We got a phantom penalty call on us with about 3 minutes to go, which ended up in our net in game 1. Apologies from the league doesn't help, but it is what it is. And then we lost our coverage in under a minute in the other game, which cost us. But really, even hockey games, and we've been playing very well. We outchanced Sacred Heart 31-11 in the last game. We just are having trouble scoring goals, and that's where we need some of the guys with zeros on the board to get going, and hopefully tonight is something they can do that.
Yeah, no Craig, the AHA defenseman of the month for December. How do the rest of you guys step up tonight?
Well, we're not going to replace Michael Craig with one person. It's going to be by committee, and we're going to need everybody to step up and take some minutes. And we lost Ryan Taylor for a little bit the first Sacred Heart game, who at the time was our leading scorer. So we've got 2 big losses right now, and that means a lot of opportunity for other people to step up and take advantage of their opportunities.
What are you seeing from RIT, Derek?
Hard-working, different than what they were in the past. They got them playing a lot of straight lines, blocking shots, doing things hard, and probably a new coach, new style, new players, different mindset. And Matt's done a very good job. Wayne always did a very good job. We had tremendous battles for years, and looking forward to tonight battling against Matt again.
Yeah, and you're one of the elder statesmen out of the league now. How's that feel?
It's me and CJ at Sacred Heart. He's older than me, but I've been head coach longer than him. But Rick Godkin obviously still has us, and so does Frank. So we're in the top 4, but those guys are close to retirement. Rick's on his last year, and Frank, he's still kicking, so you're never going to get rid of him. How does it feel to be one of the older? It makes you old, too.
Derek, I wish you good luck, but not too much good luck, if that makes sense tonight.
I'm your favorite visiting coach in the league. You know it.
Absolutely. Derek Schooley, our guest here. Kevin, we send it back to you.
All right, guys, thank you so much. We love all the coaches in Atlantic hockey. Well, still to come on Pregame Live here tonight, the RIT women's hockey team. They told you what happened, but we're going to show you. They look to complete the sweep of the Blue Hens in Delaware. Highlights are on the way. But first, number 26 for RIT is first-year forward Evan Conyon, the native of Newmarket, Ontario, leads the Tigers with 7 goals so far this season. He'll join our Kim Coffey to discuss that and much more next as our coverage continues. From the Gene Policini Center, it's Tigers and Colonials at 7:05. This is Pregame Live on the RIT Sports Network. Back here on Pregame Live, all the students beginning to trickle back to campus. I noticed a few of them around today as classes for the spring semester. Well, they resume on Monday. Time to hit the books once again. Elsewhere in Atlantic hockey today, Sacred Heart and Niagara are underway up in Lewiston. They are actually tied at 1. Army visits Mercyhurst at the top of the hour, while Bentley is out west to face Air Force just after 9 o'clock Eastern. Canisius and Holy Cross are idle tonight. Meanwhile, among the first-year players making a big impact this season for the Tigers is forward Evan Conyon. Conyon, 7 goals, leads RIT. In his play last weekend against Penn State, earned him AHA Rookie of the Week honors. The Newmarket, Ontario native is with our Kim Coffey right now. Kim?
Evan, you guys split your games last weekend against Penn State. How do those tougher non-conference matchups help you prepare to jump back into conference play tonight?
Yeah, I think last weekend was a good testing game for us. I mean, we were able to beat Penn State. They're a pretty highly ranked team, so that's good. And we can build a lot of momentum off that and take it into this week playing RMU.
Do you guys prepare mentally a little bit different for conference games as opposed to like those non-Atlantic hockey games?
Not really. I mean, we take every game pretty seriously. RMU is going to come out and play a hard game, so we got to be prepared and ready to match your energy. So it'll be a good test for us here.
You've scored 3 goals in your last 3 games, and you are the team. You're leading the team in goals. What's going to be the key to getting off to a fast start here tonight against RMU?
No, I think against Penn State we did a really good job getting on the forecheck, turning over a lot of pucks and disrupting plays. So it's kind of one of the keys as a team is a hard forecheck. So I think if we do that, we'll be all right here tonight.
What pace are you expecting RMU to come out with tonight?
They're going to be pretty aggressive. I mean, they definitely want a piece of us after we beat Penn State, so we got to be prepared for that and come out and take it to them pretty here early.
Thanks so much, Evan. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Kevin?
All right, thank you so much, Kim. Well, in the net for RIT tonight, of course, will be, again, number 1, Jakub Kurbacek. The sophomore will be making his 19th start of the season and 7th straight for the Tigers. Kuba is 11-7-0 this season with a 1 shutout you had against Penn State last Saturday and a 1.91 goals against, which ranks him 2nd in the conference at the moment and in the top 10 nationally. He is having himself quite a year. Of course, we'll have a feature with Kuba and company tomorrow on Pregame Live. For Robert Morris, head coach Derek Schooley has elected to go with number 31, Charlie Schenkel. The Toronto native has seen the bulk of the action for the Colonials this season, going 4-10-2 with a 3.26 goals against for the freshman. Meanwhile, the RIT women's hockey team began the unofficial second half start of their season last night in Delaware as the Tigers' Tilly Kiernan scored with 57 seconds remaining to give RIT its 3rd straight victory. This afternoon, the Tigers looking to complete the 4-game sweep of the Blue Hens. First period, no score. Tigers on the power play. Emma Pickering rushing up the ice, taking it right to the net and scoring 5-hole to give RIT a 1-0 lead. Later in the first, following a cross-checking penalty on Brad Kelly, Blue Hens go to work on the power play and watch Caitlin Charlton in front, beating Sophia Bolina, converting for Delaware to even the game at 1 apiece. Penalties were the story in the first under 3 minutes to play. Brad Kelly winds up and blasts it home. The power play goal for Kelly gave the Tigers a 2-1 lead after 1. Second period, RIT, they blew this thing wide open. Watch Addie Alvarez fly into the picture right there, crash in the net, putting home the rebound in front. What effort for her 9th of the season. Tigers tie a season high with 8 goals today. They sweep the Hens. 8-1 the final. So RIT has now won 4 in a row. Tigers had 6 different goal scorers, as you see there, including Emma Pickering and Brad Kelly, who each scored twice. Pickering, Kelly, and Alvarez now lead the Tigers all with 9 goals apiece. RIT dominant all around, as you see there, out shooting the Blue Hens 47-14. They went 2 for 4 on the power play. Tigers return home next Friday to host a big series with the Mercyhurst Lakers. After picking up 6 big conference points this week, RIT has now leapfrogged the Lakers and moved into sole possession of second place behind Penn State, who is just running away with this league this season. The Nittany Lions still unbeaten in conference play, a perfect 13-0 after a 3-0 victory over Mercyhurst this afternoon. Well, still to come on Pregame Live, we'll look back on the Tigers' trip to Hockey Valley. Plus, Associate Head Coach Dave Insulaco will join the program to break down tonight's matchup with Robert Morris. It's all straight ahead on your home for Tiger Hockey. You're watching Pregame Live on the RIT Sports Network.
Now Serrato takes it the other way. Serrato, DeMarsico, Crespo shoots, scores! Jared Crespo with the rifle, and it's 4-1 Penn State. Cervano couldn't locate it. Zach Weigel back into the zone. Weigel a shot, loose on the rebound, and RIT answers. They get one back in a hurry from William Moore. Seifarth was from the area as well. RIT shorthanded, has it taken away. With the seniors on the ice for Penn State, other than Chindagraves, who dishes it in. Crespo lines it up, fires, scores! The senior line cashes in for Penn State. Second of the game for Jared Crespo, and it's 5-2 Nittany Lions.
And the Nittany Lions, a big night for them as he recorded a hat trick, and Penn State got back on track, earning a series split on Sunday with RIT. As we welcome in John and Gene. And guys, the Tigers are coming off a very competitive series, as we've talked about, that not only built a lot of confidence for this group, but established that this team is certainly going to be a factor in Atlantic hockey down the stretch.
Oh, Kevin, I would rather see Kurbacek with 44 saves. Good evening to you.
Yeah.
And John, that was, even though they came up short on Sunday, Tigers proven they can play with anybody.
Can they follow that up now? Can they
Yeah.
put those, that split in the rearview mirror and look ahead now starting tonight versus Robert Morris? Certainly that's key.
Associate Coach Dave Insulaco joining us. And Dave, what did last weekend tell you about this Tiger team?
Just spoke to where we are as a group and how far we've come. We're at the midpoint of the season, and that was a good weekend for us to grow our game and build our game moving forward. Obviously, it gives us confidence, but, we get back into league action throughout the remainder of the year, and we're going to have to use the lessons learned along the way, and especially against Penn State moving forward, to be in a good position to compete for a championship.
Is one of those lessons, Dave, hey, we can't have a letdown. You got to come out and play even harder starting tonight versus Robert Morris?
Well, first and foremost, it doesn't matter who you play. You got to come out and play hard. I don't think there was a letdown in our game, but we actually played better on Sunday than we did on Saturday. I like where our game is at. We're getting contributions from everybody. Our goaltending's been strong. Our decor, I thought, played really well, especially on Sunday as a group. And, I like where our team is at, but this is just another test moving forward, and I'm excited for the opportunity tonight.
Yeah, there is a setback, is not in the lineup tonight with an upper body injury, is Simon Isabel. So how do the Tigers go about replacing that production?
Well, it's a huge loss for us. He's a veteran. He's a senior captain, plays power play and penalty kill and plays all situations, but it's another chance for another guy on our team to move up in the lineup, and some other guys will get an opportunity on the power play at the penalty kill. And like I said before, it's just another way for us to grow our game moving forward.
How have they grown, Robert Morris? You won both times down in Pittsburgh, but Dave, you've been around this rivalry a long time. These games are always competitive. What type of edge or advantage do you think your team has starting tonight?
Well, I think they're going to be closely fought games this weekend. I mean, the two games we won down there were both one-goal games, and they could have gone either direction. For us, it's getting off to a good start and, capitalizing on our opportunities and limiting chances against. But they have a very good team. I like a bunch of their players. They are aggressive offensively, so we will have our hands full.
Dave, go get them. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Dave Insalacco, associate head coach here. As we take a look here at our players to watch, and for Robert Morris, I mean, this is still a program that is being built. Tanner Klimke, though, a player that has some experience, 81 career games for RMU.
Yeah, you're talking about, I mean, you look at 32 assists to go, I mean, total of 40 points for his career. So he has logged a lot of ice time. It feels as if he has been here forever at RMU, but certainly on that top line, number 19, really one of their truly solid playmakers for the Colonials.
You know, for the Tigers, when we last saw them here at the Policini getting the shutout, Kuba was fantastic. So was the defense in front of him. And the guy I think that is coming into his own is Ben Roger, being introduced here to the NCAA game. 2 points in that loss Sunday.
I think he's been really, really good. The more ice time he gets, I think the better he gets at goal and assists in their Sunday's game versus Penn State. Also, had a few goals in their game, a goal and assist in the game versus Penn State, but I like him. I like him a lot. I like his size. I like his vision. A great passer, can handle the puck, and you look at the year he's off to, 2 goals and 6 assists. Really solid player. Great first junior here for RIT. I really like his game.
Yeah, Kevin, this is it's a 6-point weekend here for either team here. Tigers would like to get the majority of that. We send it back to you.
Time to get rolling here, guys, as league play is here to stay. Still to come on Pregame Live, we'll flash back to last season and an overtime thriller between these two programs. That is next. You're watching Pregame Live on the RIT Sports Network.
Side. 13 seconds remaining. Shot, Wild, tees it up, and then goes off the shoulder. Open net, no! LaPointe fires, yes! And scores! That one is from Xavier LaPointe. It's now 3-2. He's been impressive. He's given the Tigers a chance here as that will bounce behind the net. Robert Morris coming up with it. David! Oh, it goes through, right over the line, and we're tied at 3. Allen joining the attack now. Allen working it in. Allen shot. Rebound in front. Yes! There it is! Yes! The Tigers win it in overtime! Christian Catalano.
Woo! Boy, did the Tigers need that, Gino. They needed a victory, whether regulation, overtime, does not matter. They needed a win desperately.
Oh, they certainly did. A win a year ago they needed so bad in a season that saw them win only 10 games all year long. Tonight marks the 52nd all-time meeting between these two programs. RIT leads the series with a 28-17-6 record. They've won 3 straight and 8 of 10. Tigers and Colonials also share some postseason history. RIT beating RMU for the AHA title back in 2016. If you're just joining us on the injury front, Simon Isabel will be out of the lineup tonight with an upper body injury he suffered last Sunday in the loss to Penn State. The Tigers and Colonials will wrap up this 2-game series tomorrow. Our coverage begins 4:30 with Pregame Live, followed by a 5:05 face-off right here on Flow Hockey and Sportsnet Pittsburgh. Tomorrow night is also Kids Night here at the Policini Center. Youth tickets are as low as $3. There'll be plenty of games and giveaways too, so get your seats now at the Policini Center box office or online at rittickets.com. Always a fun night when the kids are here for Kids Night. Well, that'll do it for Pregame Live. John and Gene will have the call for you next, and I'll see you back here for the intermission report. Until then, enjoy the game. RIT, Robert Morris is next on the RIT Sports Network.